What is up, my absolute besties? Welcome back to the living room, aka the Dell Creates podcast. Grab your snacks, get cozy, and get ready, because today, oh my god, the tea is literally boiling over. I found this post from a flight attendant who is finally breaking the professional silence, and I am truly shook. We are talking high altitude pettiness, unhinged behavior, and the kind of drama that only happens when you trap 200 people in a metal tube. Get ready, because we are diving into the secret world of air travel revenge. Part 1. The influencers who flew too close to the sun, okay? So picture this. Our narrator is a flight attendant, but they're off duty, right? They're non-revving, which is basically fancy airline speak for I'm flying for free, but I still have my work brain turned on. They're heading to Cancun, iconic, and they're seated across from these two girls in their early 20s. Besties. You know the type. Dramatic pause. They weren't just flying. They were auditioning for a reality show that literally nobody asked for. We're talking main character energy on steroids. Loud, performative, every second sentence is an oh my god. And they're narrating their lives like there's a camera crew in the overhead bin. Now, I love joy. I love a vibe. But there is a volume knob on life, and these girls snapped it off. 45 minutes into a 5-hour flight, they are shrieking. Like full-on Banshee vibes. So, our girl, the off-duty FA, politely leans over and gives them the universal, hey, can we bring it down a notch? Handshake. No attitude. Just a, hey, we're all in this tube together moment. Gasp. And what do these girls do? They immediately start whispering, loudly, this bitch is telling us to shut up! And then proceeded to recap the entire interaction to each other for the next hour. Like, the audacity, the lack of self-awareness, it's giving messy. But wait, here comes the revenge. Leads in close. When the actual beverage service comes around, these girls order beers. But our girl noticed they were pretty a little elevated at the gate, if you know what I mean. So when the working flight attendant gets to her, she leans in and whispers, hey, just a heads up, I'm a Delta FA, and I saw them drinking a lot at the gate. Might want to watch the over-serving. Boom! Cut off. No more drinks for the rest of the flight. Is it petty? Yes. Was it necessary? Probably not. But did it satisfy my soul to read it? Absolutely. She sat back and sipped her vodka soda while those girls stayed thirsty. We love to see it. Part 2. The mystery of the moist. Napkin. Okay, this next one is for my first class besties. Our narrator is working the JFK to LAX route. If you know, you know. That flight is basically just a giant ego measuring contest. Everyone thinks they're a celebrity or adjacent to one. There's this woman in 2B, and oh my god, she was the worst. She didn't even have to speak to be rude. It was the huffy exhales, the eye rolls, the way she said, I'll keep the scarf. Like the flight attendant was trying to steal her identity instead of just hanging up her coat. Like, girl, it's a scarf, not a Horcrux. Calm down. The energy was so toxic that even the guy across the aisle gave the flight attendant the is she serious look. Laughs. I live for those moments of silent passenger solidarity. So, our FA decides to go kill them with kindness mode, but with a twist. When it comes time for the beverage service, they do the whole warm nuts and the crisp napkin thing. Now pay attention. Sometimes when you're scooping ice, a napkin gets a little damp. Not soaking, just moist. Shudders. I literally just gagged. our FA had a stack of perfect, crisp, dry napkins. But guess who got the damp one? Miss 2B. She laid that cold, slightly soggy square right down on her tray. It's such a small psychological warfare move. It's the kind of thing where the passenger knows something is wrong, but they can't complain about it because, what are you gonna say? My napkin is slightly humid? It is diabolically petty. It's the, I see you being rude, and I am choosing to make your finger slightly uncomfortable move. I am obsessed. Part 3. The Diet Coke Grease. Hack! Don't cancel me. Okay, this last one is a blink and you missed it tip, but it is actually the most unhinged thing I have ever heard. We all know Diet Coke on a plane is a nightmare. It fizzes forever because of the altitude, and it takes like 10 years to pour. It's basically the final boss of flight attendant dudes. Well, our girl dropped a secret. Apparently, if you want that foam to settle instantly, you just swipe a little bit of natural grease from the side of your nose with your finger and stir the drink with it. Dramatic gas covers mouth. Besties, I am screaming. That is a biohazard. That is a felony. That is honestly kind of genius. The oil breaks the surface tension of the bubbles and zip, no more foam. I will never ever ever look at a Diet Coke on flight the same way again. If my FA brings me a soda and it's not fizzing, I'm going to be looking at their nose. I'm going to be suspicious. Ugh, I love the drama. Let this be a lesson to all of us. Just because they're wearing a uniform and a smile doesn't mean they aren't plotting your slight inconvenience. Be nice to your flight attendants, or you're getting the moist napkin. Anyway, that is the tea for today. If you love these stories, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to Del Creates, and follow the podcast so you never miss a messy update. Stay messy, but stay kind. Besties, love you. Bye. Follow for more stories. Like this video if you've ever been petty. Comment below, what's the pettiest thing you've ever done? I need to know.